Next, we'll hear from our head women's soccer coach, Tiffany Pins.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. We are just about a week into our season. We had our first scrimmage last night, and things are starting to come together very nicely. We brought in a really nice first-year class, and we have a very big returning group. So we are excited about the season. Our first game is next Friday against McAllister, a very good opponent from Minnesota. And then our schedule just continues to get, tough from there. We take a really nice trip to Texas the following week to take on two national opponents down there. I know I say this every year, but this is literally the hardest schedule we've ever played on paper at this point. So our girls are really going to be tested, but I do think that's going to help prep for the conference season. The conference gets stronger and stronger every single year, and I really think it's going to help prepare us for the difficult matches that we will face then. We have some really wonderful leadership in our senior class, and the leadership that we have selected, and the girls are very focused but yet having a lot of fun out there. So it's been a really fantastic first week, and I'm really looking forward to having a whole nother week of training before we get to step out there. What kind of questions can I answer?
Coach, it looked like in the preseason poll, kind of an interesting mix there towards the top. Your team picked in between the two defending co-champs. What's it going to take to get to that next level and contend for a conference championship this year with this group?
It's going to be number one, consistency. We were a little inconsistent last year. We would play some really good games against some very good conference opponents, and then we didn't always step out there for other opponents. The other thing is we need to finish our opportunities. We didn't score as many goals last year as we had in previous seasons. We did a fantastic job of keeping it out of our net again for another, probably about the third straight year. But it's going to be us scoring goals when we get those opportunities against the good teams. And, in the good games, you only get a few. And so when you get them, we got to finish them.
What is on your go ahead, Nick.
I was just going to ask you about Morgan Millendorf, a senior, and what she's meant to your program, being somebody
Yeah, she's done a fantastic job. Number one, she's a dual sport athlete, which is very challenging in itself, and she's balanced not only the athletic side of it, but she's an outstanding student. I'm very proud of that part of it. And she's been really flexible. We've played her in multiple areas, and we're going to be putting her somewhere new again this year. And we're looking forward to what she can help bring on, not only on the field, but off the field. Her work mentality is very high. She's very driven, and she's very competitive. So that definitely helps the intensity day in and day out.
Where are you moving her this year?
What?
Where are you moving her this year?
Oh, you'll have to wait and see that.
Coach, to piggyback on that, you've got three girls from right here in town, and if you look at your roster, you've recruited your backyard very well. Has soccer in this area gotten better, or have you just gotten better at getting the girls that are around here?
I definitely think the soccer has grown tremendously in the area, and there's some really fantastic opportunities for these young women within the state of Iowa to play, and there's really outstanding coaching. But yes, it's been great to make those connections, and I still think Wartburg's a wonderful place to be at, regardless of where your location is. And I do think the school itself also draws these student athletes. But yes, we've been very fortunate to get the local talent.
To piggyback on that again, but you've got 7 freshmen coming in this year. What do you think is going to be their biggest asset moving forward to contributing to how the team does?
Our first years are a very intelligent class on the field. They're very smart players. A lot of them have played in an incredibly high level. So they are, just soccer savvy, and that's been really nice. And we're already seeing that. They are playing in, some true areas that they are used to. And, typically we've had a lot of good athletes, and we've kind of made them into things. And it's been nice to bring in a first-year class that has a lot of experience in the positions that we're looking to play them in. They're working very hard, and they're ready to contribute in any way that we ask them to. So it's a good class.
So kind of on the opposite side of that, it's been 2 years since you guys made it your big run in the NCAA tournament, and now the senior class coming in, you've got players like Morgan Neuendorf, Beth Crow, and Alyssa Hewitt. What is it, having that experience in the back of their heads the last couple of years, what do you think is that kind of driving them now going into their senior year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're seniors. This is their last opportunity to really leave their mark on the program. And yes, they were sophomores the last time we had a really outstanding year. Last year was good, but it wasn't outstanding. So they're very motivated. They're excited. They know what it takes. There's a little bit of a grind when you have a season like that, and you kind of hit some bumps along the road, and they know that those bumps shouldn't deter you from, your final product. So I think having leaders who understand that is going to be fantastic. That can then lead the way to our younger players to make them understand it's not always going to be perfect. We're not always going to play our best soccer, but it's about the growth every day. It's about trying to get better every day. So we're playing our best soccer at the end of October and heading into November for the NCAA tournament.
So Beth Crow is going into her last year now. Are you going to try and give Haley Crow some extra time on the field, maybe just to get her used to playing out there?
Yeah, when we have the chance, we would love for Haley to get some experience. It's been, Beth has really held it down back there significantly, and she kind of owns that. It's her area, and she takes a lot of pride in it. But, Haley will be ready. We have some other opportunities for Haley to get some looks too, so if we needed to, wanted to, she'd be ready to step in.
So I have one last question. What are you hoping to accomplish with your Texas trip, and how did that come about when you were scheduling?
Yeah, it came about after our 2015 season, and in the soccer world, we schedule really early. So we had this opportunity to go down there, and even back then, on paper, I knew we had the potential to have a group that could be challenged like that. I want the girls to see, we're playing Hardin-Simmons in our first game. They're usually a top 10, top 5 team in the country, Elite 8, Final 4 type of team. They've won the national championship recently. So I wanted them to get an opportunity to see what that level looks like. So if we do the work and we prepare and we get into a situation towards the end of the year that we're, looking to go to the NCAA tournament, they know what that caliber is. I really just wanted to challenge them.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.